PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I really appreciate that. Y'all see the title of this one, man. Let's talk about it, man. This is a weird conversation to have. When I was on B-Dot's Instagram Live, what was that, Saturday he was on, I think? This is what I see on this conversation was going on during the weekend about Pusha T and Jim Jones and the top 50 list, and Jim Jones feels that Pusha T should not be on there. There's so much to say about that, though. Jim, you acting like you dead nice, though. Now, before I go, you talk about influence, 3-Letter, man. Yes. But I just want to take my time with this. Relax. I know what he said. Chill out, y'all. Relax. Now, the thing with Jim, you have to understand Jim. Back in 2000, when Cameron's, in my opinion, the best Cameron solo album, some of y'all say, come home with me. Okay, cool. I'm going to say SDE, Sports, Drugs, Entertainment album. In 2000, even though Cam, I didn't like the first single, What Means the World to You. I never liked that single. Well, okay, but that Dutch and Spade joint is a different story. Now, stay focused. 3. On the song That's Me, on Cameron's Sports, Drugs, Entertainment project, the song That's Me, he had a line that said, Jimmy, I'm going to get you up out of 5H. And for Cameron, he did that. We got you up out of 5H. Shout out to Cameron for getting Jim Jones up out of 5H. 5H is an apartment building for you people that might understand. For my non-New Yorkers out there, that's an apartment building in New York City. In Harlem, probably 5H, where Jim probably lives somewhere in the projects, in Taft projects in Harlem, something like that. All right, whatever. Jim, you got to understand something, fam. It took you a while to bubble, though, my dude. You was Cam's hype man. We didn't really care about we didn't know what you did. It was almost like, I'm not going to go there. Trust me, y'all don't want me to go there. I'm not going to go there. We didn't really care what you had. It was just Cam's hype man. You know? Before Freaky Zeke was you who was a hype man, really, though. You know what I mean? And then, yes, you got to, listen, credit to Jim, though, man, because people nowadays will say Jim Jones is better than Cameron right now. If you agree with that, fine. But in the totality of things, would I ever have Jim Jones over Cameron? No, I would not. You dig what I'm saying? I just wouldn't. Right? But Jim did bubble. The Diary of a Summer Madness, Diary Summer. I thought that project was dope. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the Ambitions of On My Way to Church. So we saw Jim bubble in the Certified Gangster joint with Game and all that. So we saw Jim kind of bubble, and obviously Ballin got him out of here, right? And to be honest, the last Dipset project, if we're going to be on the last solo Dipset project, that was fire. I'm talking about from Jim Jewels and Jim Jewels and Cameron. Yeah, I rock with Cam, but I'll say this, though. The Poem album by Jim, with Max B all over that joint, is probably my favorite Dipset solo project within the last couple of years that these brothers all dropped. I still think Poem is Jim Jones' best project by far, in my opinion. Right? And Jim, you got to understand something, fam. You were running with R.I.P., Stack Bundle, Squad Up, and all that. Far Rock was good. Far Rock America. But you was rocking with, Stack was penning a lot of stuff, and you had Max B, so I always say this, man. Jim could have had a good squad with Max B and Stack. That was a good squad. And we know what happened there and everything like that. So, Jim, he's kind of talking kind of heavy, man. You know, I feel like maybe only Harlem dudes would say Jim Jones is nicer than Pusha T. And listen, I'm going to say this. Jim makes good music. I think Jim Jones makes some solid music. Now, in terms of him being a dope MC, no, I don't look at Jim as a dope MC. Because he put clever words together, of course. Does he make ride-out music and his beats that he raps off are real dope? Yes, he has an ear for beats. I'll give Jim that also. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say that act like he makes doper music than Pusha T. Now does Pusha T make my top 50 list? I don't know. You can say yes. You can say no. It's like I'm on the fence because I have to really sit down. See, I just can't. Yes, he is. I can't really just. I mean, you can make the argument. Yes, I'm pretty sure people in Virginia and all that in VA would say that as they should, right? I mean, when you think about VA, you think about what Michael Vick, AI, and the clips of Pharrell and Timberland and Missy and them. You know what I mean? I have Big K, of course, in battle rap, but you know what I mean? Young X and all that. But I don't know. In terms of rapping, though, I mean, I would never think, I don't think Jim Jones is rocking with Pusha T in terms of rapping. Not at all. You know? Now, let's get into the influence talk, because I know that's influence talk. Now, if we're talking about influence, because I heard Jim Jones talking on the panel about influence and what has Pusha T done, and, you know. Listen, I would say this. If you're going to say influence in terms of what, street garments and all that, and yeah, I would give Jim and all that. The gang culture thing, I never. See, Jim, real quick, you got that Pusha T for all he does is drug talk and coke talk and everything like that. Fam, you made a living off Goonie Google and all that, my dude. Goonie Google your backside, Regin. What do you mean? You rep the gang culture, you rep the coke culture. Both of them, I'm not co-signing. But y'all do what y'all do. I can't tell y'all what to rap about. You know? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Now that I think about it, though, Pusha can make my top 50, though, dogs. Real talk. You know what? I'm thinking about it now. See, Jim, you wouldn't make my. All right. Here's the argument. If I had to pick between Pusha T and Jim Jones to put them in a 50 slot, dog, I'm picking Pusha T though, and that's a no-brainer, Jim. Respectfully, you talking all that influence talk? Is that how much credence does that put you in the top 50? I'm not saying that shouldn't be spoken about, but you ain't really talking about it. Jim, you talked about Big Sean and yourself. So what you talking about? You talk about the next man. Oh, I would put Big Sean over Pusha T. Talk about yourself, my dude. Wait for it, Jim Jones. You gotta get the Archie Bunker Award for talking about another dude, but bigging up yourself in terms of rapping. Yeah, that's corny, Jim. Come on, man. I would put Big Sean over and I would not put Big Sean over Pusha T. Respectfully, that's just me though. So I don't know. But if we're talking about influence again, Jim dressing and everything. Yes, we do know Lil Wayne went to Harlem. He started dressing like the Dipset boys. Let's talk about it. Oh, I know these South niggas hate when I go in this bag. Go watch the Bird Call video and he's rocking a Dipset shirt with a chain on there. That ain't who you think. Yeah, who you think Tucci, Lil Weezy got that from? Respectfully, only respectfully. You know. But Jim, you said how can Pusha T be on a top 50 list of all time? What has he done to put him in the top 50 of all time besides drugs and all that? That was kind of weird hearing that from you. You got a song called Banging with Mozzie and all that. You're repping the gang culture, the Goonie Google blood. Wasn't you down? Wasn't you your crew bigging up part of 6ix9ine and everything like that? They'll murder them cats you rock with. Wasn't they? Whatever. Y'all co-signed Tekashi. But got the nerve to talk about Pusha T. Come on, Jim. What are you talking about, dog? On that alone, you gonna make the top 50. On that alone, my dude. You know? Okay, nobody dressed like Pusha T. Fine, all right? Yes, Cam had half in New York rocking pink and all that. You know? But we're not gonna act like Lord Willing is not a fire album, Jim. That's Pharrell and everything on there. Before we knew who you were, before we didn't care about your raps when Pusha was giving us me and Mr. Two verses and everything. We didn't even, you know what I mean? Like, and he said no clubs. We said, I mean, Pharrell does count for something though. We're not gonna sweep past Pharrell, giving Lacey these brothers with dope production. And you said no clubs, play Pusha T. Y'all love going into that club music, and I have heard me and Mr. Two in the club before. I have heard that in the club before. And I heard grinding in the club back in the day, though, Jim, respectfully. You know, when grinding was out, we didn't care about you, Jim, respectfully. We didn't care about what you had to say. You know, when he was running around here with the long hair, looking like he was half Dominican, you didn't really care. Yeah, he's a Latino. I believe he's half Latino. Oh, my bad. You know? I don't know, man. You know what's funny though? I remember interviewing Benny the Butcher. It was right before the Plugs I Met project, right? And I was talking a bit, because you know Benny is heavy in that drug talk and all that. And I was saying to Benny, man, I would like to hear you and Pusha T on the track, because y'all kind of talk about the same thing. I wouldn't mind hearing that. You feel me? Like, for real, if I put Pusha, Jeezy, I always want to hear Pusha, Jeezy, and Benny on the track, and Hove. And they just talk about drug talk all on the whole track. Let them do what they do. You know, I go back to Foxy Brown's affirmative action verse. If Foxy was wild and like, come on, Foxy. You really let Foxy get away with all that, fam. With all that she was doing on affirmative action, son. Come on, Nas. Yeah. Yeah, Pusha, you are going to get the Archie Bunker Award for this, though, Pusha. That Fashion Week thing, the outfit you had on the other day, my dude, with the man. Nah, Pusha. No, we're not doing that. That was trash. I wasn't feeling that, my dude. No one's being influenced off no thing like that, Reggie. Nah, it's not. Back to man thing that. I mean, like thing never mind. Yo. But Jim, you sounded like it was kind of personal with Pusha and everything, man. Was you mad that the Clips never asked you for a verse on the Popeyes joint with Cameron? Are you mad that you ain't got a verse on there, son? Are you mad that they did a video in Harlem and you was not really up in there like that? Was you mad? What was you mad about? That sounded kind of personal, man. Eating chicken and fries. Like, you was mad that you wasn't eating chicken and fries at Popeyes with Clips and Cam? Like, And Jim, respectfully, dog, you're not even battle tested, man. Whatever y'all think about Pusha, that man made Aubrey, the light-skinned, the Albie Shaw of hip-hop, Drake, tell the world that he had a son. If you don't get no iller than that. He made that man confess to the world, like, and then again, it's like, I know some people would even say, like, man, it's Jim Jones. Why are we talking about Pusha T and Jim Jones? Some people might not even like Pusha T and Jim Jones. You might have some people in the comment section and be like, I don't rock with both of them. So are we having this conversation? I don't have both of these cats in my top 50. You might have some people on that type of time also. I'm just talking about it because Jim was kind of animated to me. That's what I'm going to say. It was like, Jim, relax, my dude. Come on, man. I'm not going to act like Pusha don't have no ill verses out here. Because he does. You feel me? So, I don't know. Leave comments on the bottom, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. It's your boy 3.